The Ravens Flock presents The Black Files, an uncensored interview and review podcast for all geek fandom.
Welcome everybody, friends and pals, guys and gals, boys and girls around the world. Pop a squat, pop over to Cold War with all of your friends. It is Wednesday night, only a couple of hairs past 10 p.m., and you have been granted access to the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. So, whether you're a friend, you're a fiend, boy, girl, or in between, you are tuned in to a brand new episode of The Black Files.
Man, it's so good being back. Holy shit.
There goes the monetization. Nice going, fearless leader. That fucked us up
No, I
forever.
didn't say that. I said holy spit.
Yeah, sure you did. Sure.
You know, like lickety spit.
Now you're talking about lewd bodily functions. There goes the normal
Sorry, you
modification
think we're back
anyway.
from outer space. Because we're back from outer space. You guys
Don't call it a
introducing me.
comeback. We've been here for years.
There you go. Juan has it. Thank you, Juan, for saving it.
Of course, we've been here for years.
Only saving grace.
God almighty. There are days when I forget how long we've been at this game, but at the same time, I wouldn't have it any other way. Welcome, everybody, to the Black Files. I'm your host, Juan Arouse, one of the heads of the Ravens Flock, the tech guru of the team. I'm the guy who's bringing you the beep bops and the boop beeps all over the place, making sure that the powered USB hub that we're using isn't crapping out on us, because that would be just the worst luck ever. But then again, I wouldn't put it past us, so knocking on all the wood. But thankfully, I have more than wood to knock on. I have my friends along with me today. I'm here tonight, joined with our usual suspects. First off, let's go ahead and give a warm welcome to the lovely ladies of the Ravens Flock, our very own personal Starlight Rhodes cosplayers extraordinaire. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Zayana Rose and Dragon Fang cosplay.
Hello.
You girls all right over there? I could just
Yeah,
sense the exuberance of life totally
this works in
radiating.
the AM.
The AM tomorrow.
Oh dear God, no.
And then I work on Friday and I work Saturday.
Oh dear God, you're freaking kidding me. I am so sorry.
Yeah, I'm just tired. I want to take a nap.
I
if I take it-
sleep forever.
If I take a nap now, I will be up at 2 a.m, and then I will never be able to sleep again.
What's sleep at this point?
No, I know exactly what you mean. I tried to see if I could take a nap after work, but there was just it was just a little quickie, like not even a half hour. But
Okay, see, you are lucky that you can take quick naps. My naps are an hour minimum.
Yeah. I mean, if it goes longer, then you're screwed for the day.
Yep.
yeah, that would do it. Yeah,
But it's so good.
All right, and of course, let's not forget returning over here, the living it of the Ravens Flock himself, a man with a million opinions and zero apologies, host of Los Amigos Play, live every Saturday afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Give it up for our head interviewer and a man who's more memorable than you can imagine, whether you like it or not. Give it up for Mr. Angel Mendez!
Hello, my friends. Not unlike a PTSD attack, I keep coming back to haunt you. It's good to
You're
see
a
you
mean
once
angel.
more. I'm a mean one. Yes, I be. But I wanted to say, all the same, I'm very happy to hear once again, find myself with you guys. It is a pleasure and a joy to see you again. It was a nice break. We all had to step outside, take a vacation. Well, everybody except one. He was busy doing blood sacrifices or some shit. I don't know. That was a lot of goats you asked for. I'm not going to ask. Don't ask me where I got him, and I won't ask you how I got him to you.
Number one, just to be clear, it wasn't goats. It was one piece of goat's beef, and that is for a dish that I'm preparing. It's seco de chivo, like my mom used to make.
Oh, that's what that
Yeah.
was. My bad. Okay, in that case, if the cops knock on your door and they ask about the goats, you didn't say anything. Don't say anything. I'll take care of it. Okay. Don't worry about it.
Don't even worry about it. At this point,
Excellent.
My neighborhood's got so many different bits of unclaimed wildlife going on. I wouldn't be surprised if we already have a permanently parked animal control squad car back here somewhere.
Excellent. And once again, it is a joy to stand with you guys. And as usual, it is a pleasure to be in this show. I hope that you enjoy listening to us as much as we enjoy talking to you. Fernando, we don't need the goats anymore. What do you mean you can't get rid of the goats? Yes, you can. You have a truck. Fernando, I swear to God.
This is why you need to be careful with who you work with, Angel. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with folks who are like not very attentive to you there.
This is the last time I tried to get help from that cheap out of town. I swear, he was perfectly fine when it was about smuggling the little shits in his stomach. But no, now they're big and grown, and now they're chanting in languages, and now their horns are on fire. Stop being such a pussy, man. Just get the damn goats out of here. Jesus Christ.
See, this is why I guess this is the reason why you've been absent over here. You've been illegally harvesting cattle and
What cattle? What are you talking about?
I know, not cattle. Goats.
Officer, don't listen to him. I'm only 16 and legally blind, and also I have erectile dysfunction. It's all his fault.
Oh my God.
Oh my lord.
It was him,
Great to
officer.
have
He
you
got
back,
the
Brock.
cattles.
Jose, this is okay. Listen, the next time Angel asks you to falsify a prescription for him, just say no. Okay.
Keep me out of it.
Let's of course not forget the main man himself. The founder of the Ravens Flock, executive producer of our channel, and content manager as well, host of Wrestle Rewind live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and host of our flagship show, The Ravens Flock, live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Give it up for Mr. Jose Casabona!
Thank you very much for that humble introduction. Happy to be here with all my friends and happy to be here with all our viewers at home on Wednesday, July 9th. And I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves this evening. And for those Floridians, I hope you guys are enjoying this. You know what? I'm going to be honest. I mean, actually, you know what? I have nothing bad to say about rainy weather. It saved us from fireworks, so I'm good.
Yeah, true.
Okay, but that's gonna be it. No more. Right? Hint, hint, wink, 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 wink.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink,
No
wink.
more?
Ladies, this is Florida. Are we ever that lucky?
No. Or we're not gonna say anything. Just that's it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Get your fans ready.
For once,
Alexa,
can we
what are the lyrics for the
actually
rain
be-
dance?
No, can we actually be the Sunshine State, please?
No,
For once?
no.
Like, I'm
Sorry,
pretty
we
sure-
got the mildly moggy state and the mildly cloudy state.
Like, we could
Okay,
still
then,
be the sunshine
can
state,
we
we just need less humidity in
change-
the air. That's really
Can
the only
we-
thing.
The mildly fuck you state?
Can we change Florida's name then?
No.
No.
Probably not, no.
Boo.
You just need to ask yourself the right question.
Why am I still here?
No. The other right question.
Why are we here?
What is the
Don't
meaning?
you want to
of
rain dance with me? Don't you want to rain dance with me? Don't you want to rain dance with me? Don't you want to rain dance with me?
Don't you just want to stay inside forever
Wanna
and not have
rain
to deal
dance with
the humidity?
me?
Yes.
He said, Don the baker,
Oh
can
my
you show me
Lord.
how to bake another
Oh my
bun
God.
done? And I'm still sitting with my next door neighbor, saying where you get the gun, John.
Jose, do me a favor, please. Help take care of the housekeeping here, if you'd be so kind.
Of course, not a problem. Like all of our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. So be sure to hit the subscribe and the follow button. Click that notification bell for all our content. Leave your questions and comments below, and we'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. And for $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everybody know that you're here to help rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way now is the fact that we have to work 9 to 5 jobs just to keep the lights on. However, There is a way that you can help rescue us from this dim and dismal fate, and that's by simply doing what you guys have been doing with us this entire time, which is supporting the Ravens flock, and doing so by liking our content, by commenting both during and after the stream. Make sure that you do it after the stream too, because that lets the algorithm over here on YouTube's know that that you are enjoying what you see, and you want other people to see it as well. Please, for the love of God, I'm not opposed to you guys just like freaking copy pasting speech from the movie Network or some shit. I don't care. Just like comment something, tell people how you're enjoying this stuff, sharing all of our content on all your social media, letting everybody in your life know about the Ravens flock and how we've been working hard extolling the virtues of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between. And of course, most importantly, hitting the notification bell is being subscribed to us to make sure that you're up to date on all of our posts and all of our content. So make sure that you do this on every single one of our shows. As you guys may remember, we're still working with our old busted computer over here, and so we are doing our best to try and save the Ravens flock by securing a new computer, and we are looking for your help to get that done. The easiest ways that you could do that is by supporting us either through our Cash App link in the description below. You can send us a super chat or a super sticker on the live stream, or you could also send us you can also send us any donation through our PayPal tip jar. I'm going to put the link down in a minute. But K-Storm this past Sunday did give a nice little incentive for everybody. Would you like to holler one more time, K-Storm, or do you want me to just blurt it out? Okay, so basically, we are only asking for you guys to help us with $200 out of our goal of getting set up with a new computer. And we're being transparent with you guys. We're showing you folks what we're looking for specifically, and we have a public wish list on Newegg. We picked out this Skytech Gaming PC, which is only $879. You'd see that we're doing our damnedest to find the least expensive high performance gaming PC that will work for our needs. And the only other upgrade that we need out of it is the fact that we have to get a 4 terabyte solid state drive, because the computer itself comes with a 1 terabyte drive, and that's just not going to cut it for our needs. That's why we're only asking if you guys can help raise just $200 out of our goal. We're working on our own end. We're doing everything we can with our day jobs and with whatever side hustle we can to raise the rest of the money ourselves. But if you can, if it's within your means, we appreciate it immensely. And K-Storm is offering you guys a nice little deal. At the end of, like, whether we hit the $200 goal or if we manage to get the computer on our own Steam, whichever comes first, whoever ended up donating the largest amount is going to receive a custom piece of artwork by K-Storm herself. We'll reach out to you. You'll let us know what you want her to make, and she will make it and send it to you guys free of charge. So you get yourself a nice little piece of artwork as our way of saying thank you for helping save the Ravens flock. I see that we've got our friends in the chat already helping out. I see Sarah Serenity Magical Cosplays over here. How's it going, Sarah Serenity? Welcome to the Black Files. She did manage to drop in a $2 super chat.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Florida weather's bipolar as fuck. You are not wrong. I also see D. Joseph Santos in the chat over here, and I see Matthew Coburn and Nikki Bella holding it down. We appreciate every single one of you fine folks doing this for us over here. But what's most important is, quite frankly, the fact that we have to keep ourselves in one piece. Now, I was dumb by accident yesterday. In case you can't tell from my voice, I'd been fighting keeping my voice for the past couple of days. I was sort of losing it Saturday night. I almost lost it completely Sunday. Monday it was almost back, and then Tuesday, yesterday it was gone. It's just freaking
Yeah,
gone.
dude, you were like knocked out, and you were rocking the Ace Ventura hairdo.
Why are you a Rowlet in a ramen bowl now?
because I refuse to define my place in the Zoom call with an AI generated photo of myself.
So you've renounced
Fair.
the AI photo. And
Yep, the AI photo is gone.
He has surrendered his humanity to regain his humanity, but also Bird.
But also Bird. That's more
And
important.
plus, I like Rowland. He's my number one favorite starter.
So we should say, Jose, I choose you.
Yes.
Rubble. that works. That works.
But yes, Juan,
Speaking
it
of
is
Jose-
true what Juan said.
Speaking of Jose,
Yeah.
I choose you.
Oh my god. So getting back to what Juan was saying, yeah, no, he was feeling like crap. We can attest to this, but thankfully he's feeling much better now.
like, here's the thing: I was stupid because I took the day off from work. I knew I couldn't talk. I knew I couldn't use my voice, and I ran out in the heat like a dumbass.
Oh no!
And I ran out. I did a quick grocery run, ran back home. And I was feeling like trash, so I went and took a bath like I normally would after something like that. But the problem is, it was a hot bath out in the heat and in the air, and so I ended up inadvertently dehydrating myself and almost passing out from heat exhaustion like a dumbass.
He became a kappa. Quickly, send him cucumbers.
Like, K-Storm helped me out with that, but the good news is that I'm not even trying to say this as a cheap plug, but I did actually manage to save myself with our buddies at Glitch Energy both times. Because I used the Glitch Energy to actually help me out. I was rocking King Spirit in order to actually help me keep going, but I used our tub of Glitch Revive, which is their hydration line, to recombobulate myself afterwards. Because, like I said, I was a dumbass. I wasn't thinking. I didn't take good responsibility, but thankfully Glitch Energy's got me covered. And that's why I'm really proud to that we're partnered up with our friends over at Glitch Energy. Isn't that right, Jose?
That's right. Glitch Energy, the specially formulated smart energy blend for all the geeks and nerds to keep our bodies vitalized and supercharged all day long. And it comes complete with 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 lag, and of course, 0 crash. And as Juan pointed out, there's more. Glitch it doesn't also just make blends. They also make hydration blends to restore your body and your mind after a long day of hard labor. And in Juan's case, walking out in the desolate heat that is Florida.
Yeah, it was like a total of 4 miles worth of walking, like a dumbass, without any water in me. Because I was like, go, I'm on the clock, I gotta get this in, I want to make sure that I...
Boy, I wish I had some more sun, said Juan minutes before stepping onto the sweltering concrete. I could go for some vitamin D. Little did he know that the sun hurt him and decided, you know what, fuck this guy in particular.
I was drenched in sweat before I left my gated complex over here.
My man just takes a step outside and the spiritual pressure just hits him like a fucking wave.
It was freaking ridiculous, but
everything gets grainy and grayscaled.
Well, we are happy that you are still with us, Juancho, and for all our viewers at home, if you go to glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FlockFuel, you'll receive a 20% discount on your order. So don't delay. Go to glitchenergy.com, use our promo code. Do not end up like this dumbass Juan Arouse here and get your glitch now.
We want to once again thank Glitch Energy for partnering with the Ravens flock. I made a huge mistake, but thankfully Glitch Energy saved me from it. Yeah, I'm definitely picking up the strawberry margarita on our next paycheck or whatever here. So I'm definitely picking that up the next chance we get, because that one's gonna be tasty. All right. Now, obviously, we're big on our glitch buddies over here, our glitch fam. We like representing them, and just how we found out on Saturday that there was a new glitch flavor out right now called Killa Sherbet Lemonade, which is influenced by the streamer Shakilla. And I figured out what kind of streamer she is. She's a gamer, of course. She's not a VTuber, as I have been led to believe from this very nice little illustration of hers. But that's not what's important. What's important is Sherbet Lemonade is fucking tasty, and I am down for this. But yeah, no, we're definitely gonna get our hands on that as soon as possible. Obviously, we are very much with our geeks and nerds and our gamer fans and everyone that we're correlated with. Sarah Serenity did also mention something else over here. I almost missed it. She said, by the way, I want to go ahead and let everyone know that during the 18 plus cosplay contest at AFO, me and my hubby won Moneymaker as Rimuru and CL Tempest. From that time, I got reincarnated as a slime. Holy shit.
Oh, man.
Oh my
Awesome.
god. Okay, first off, congrats. Second off, what the fuck, woman?
That is pretty awesome. Oh boy. All right, but we do need to get into the main story
Yeah.
tonight.
Now, the time for the gamers to speak up in one unified voice over something that's actually important has finally arrived.
That's right. Once again, the most oppressed class in the internet is being oppressed once again. Despite being crucial in breaking the glass ceiling, we remain the most oppressed minority of them all. Gamers.
God damn it. Oh my lord, you're freaking insane. Wait, what is it? Oh, I'm eating goat loaf now. I dip the hooves in blue cheese, the Joseph Santos?
Nice.
Okay, that's tasty. That's wild. I was just doing like, you know, like sauteed like flank or whatever, you know, like that's how we rock it. But you know, dip it in blue cheese, that's not bad actually. It just reminds me of like, you know, like the same way you would with like buffalo ranch, no, like buffalo wings or whatever. But I digress. You're right. The game wars have been oppressed, and they shall not be oppressed any further. The forgotten people shall not be forgotten again. Except I'm totally forgetting about them. No, for the last couple of months, apparently, there has been a large online movement that where folks are working to stand up to the corpos that hold our beloved hobbies by the yoke of its creation and distribution. This is regarding an online initiative simply called Stop Killing Games. It's
Pretty succinct.
pretty straightforward, simple, to the point. I don't see how there's any sort of problem. Okay, it's actually apparently been going on longer than that. I thought it was just a couple of months. Apparently it's been going on since April of last year.
And unfortunately, the reason that caused this movement to begin in the first place has been going on for even longer. As you guys know, the recent generations of gaming have not exactly been very pro-consumer. And one of the most world trends recently applied is the fact that many games, especially with those with online formularity, are basically on a ticking time clock. Recently, very recently, a well-known game known as The Crew literally ceased to exist when it was delisted from Steam because the servers no longer were getting support. And without the servers, there's no multiplayer, so the game is basically dead. And they do this on purpose. And yes, that means that unless you go out of your way to make a private server or create your own specific server, the game basically ceases to exist when they remove it from Steam, and your copy becomes completely useless.
It becomes an absolute monolith of a graveyard for a time long past in a game that is mildly enjoyable. And this isn't the first game that this has happened to. There's apparently been others, and this is part of an ongoing trend amongst video game publishers, where basically they write into their terms of agreement, especially if you require live service in order for the game to function, which more and more video games have been requiring that as of late, where the publisher can basically pull back any sort of support, and there's nothing you can do about it. Essentially making, like Angel mentioned here, making the video game itself that you paid for not exist. Like the jokes that I would make about the Star Wars fan dipshits, whatever, like, oh, they're erasing my childhood, they're erasing the Legends and Expanded Universe, and even like Jose and Angel, y'all have agreed with me. Like, I'm sorry, did Disney show up, knock on your bring your door down FBI style and snatch your copies of Knights of the Old Republic or of any of your Expanded Universe novels or anything like that? Hang on.
Mind you, if they could, they would, because it's freaking Disney.
God Almighty.
But until we've seen evidence of that, like the people who are whining and complaining can like sit the fuck down.
Unfortunately, this is what we're seeing happen in the gaming space. Certain, like the companies will basically make your digital purchases disappear. If something happens to the listing, they will be removed. Or worst off, replaced by a crappy remake that nobody wants to play.
Looking at you, Overwatch 2.
True.
Looking at you, Blizzard, and everything you did with Warcraft 3.
Seriously. Like,
I have not forgotten what those bastards did to one of the best RPGs on the West.
it's really
Also, Destiny.
Oh my God, Destiny.
Destiny 1.
Right? With all the with how you were mentioning how there's like entire chapters of the actual plot line to Destiny that are no longer playable and no longer available.
You know what the worst part is though? He went back in time and he messed up with Destiny 1.
How?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. If you go play Destiny 1 now, you will notice that your little robot friend is no longer voiced by Peter Dinklage. And that the beginning mission is a lot less exciting. And then you go to play number 2 and it's the exact same mission. So they basically nerfed the tutorial mission for the second game and then went back in time and made that the tutorial mission for the first game.
Oh,
wow.
Jesus Christ.
It's worse than I could have possibly imagined. No, because you are right. If I wanted to, I could go to your house and go, hey, Juan, can I read one of those expanded universe books you got? And you'll be like, yeah, sure, man.
Absolutely.
And when I finish reading it, the book is not going to disappear into the ether. But yeah, imagine if at some point the company basically pressed a button and half of your library disappeared.
I would scream.
I guess we can kind of be thankful that they did do some of those Star Wars video games like remasters or like re-releases on like expansion kits or whatever. Because otherwise, if the wrong companies had their way, shit like The Force Unleashed and Knights of the Old Republic would actually be gone. But they're not.
Yeah,
they're not gone.
Thank God.
Also, I see here. The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS is in the chat. How's it going, TARDIS?
Hello.
Welcome to the Black Files. And thank you so much for your $2 super chat.
Much appreciated. Thank you so much.
Glitch energy drinks. Indeed. Thank you so much, TARDIS. We appreciate it a lot. And Nikki Bello, I believe, Nikki Bello said, I just put together my pink gaming PC desk together tonight. Congratulations. I'm glad that you got that done. I hope that your desk serves you well. And Sarah Serendi is also saying, I will speak up. Death Stranding 2 needs to be available on PS4 too, not just a PS5 exclusive.
Okay, unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen because...
No, it's not, but we could always drink.
Well, yeah, it's because they're still trying to push everyone getting the PS5, and now the PS6 is going to be coming
talking
eventually.
about making it 6 now.
Five
Wow.
has 3.5 years left.
Christ.
They don't think so.
Well, that is part of a growing trend. The gaming industry is trying to force planned obsolescence, not just in the consoles, but also on the games themselves. The very product you are buying, and the worst part is that it has people defending it online. Some people are trying to justify that you're not buying a game, you're buying a license. And this has resulted in other people coming out to counter that, including none other than Notch, the creator of Minecraft, who literally went ahead and repeated what everybody here is saying, which is, okay, if buying is not owning, then pirating is not stealing.
Yo-ho.
Yep.
It's like when you got the guy who made the most popular game in the world telling you that's stupid, cut that shit out. You gotta consider that something's gone wrong here.
Like it's,
I agree.
Yeah, no, you've got a serious problem if that's where your business mindset has gone to, and unfortunately, it appears that that's what these guys are doing. You know what it is? They're basically trying to copy what Apple had been doing for the iPhones, and they're doing this copy job in the most freaking bumblefucked way possible. It's like just like tripping over themselves, just like ham-fisting it, by basically saying like, oh no, we made the PS5, now behold, the PS6 is going to be available in 2 weeks' time. Go buy the PS6. We just got this PS5. Go buy the PS6 now. Pre-order now. Okay, well, what can I like get a refund on the PS5? No refunds, no exchanges, no returns, no something. Wait, how about
If
I
you're
use it as a
lucky, you're
trade-in?
gonna get if you're lucky, you're going to get an upgraded version of the game you already own for free, which is basically a smooth over filter and nothing else.
Like they'll even say, like, wait, what if I just use it as like a trade-in? Okay, sure. Then your brand new, pristine, mint condition cherry PS5 day one package, unopened, still sealed, literally like serial number 0000PS US 0001. Yeah, we could do $50 for that.
Best I can
not
do
even
is
$2.
$350.
Best we could do is $2.
No, 350.
Best I can do is $350 in store credit.
Dragon
$350.
Yes, store credit.
Angel got it right. $350. God dang it.
Christ.
Oh, that was Zayana.
Oh,
God damn it,
sorry.
not monster.
I appreciate that. No, it's all right. Don't worry. Let me take a look over here. Ben Cruz made his way into the chat. How's it going, Ben Cruz? Welcome to Black
Ben?
Files. I don't know the last time I bought a physical game. All my games are digital. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I won't think any less of you for that.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay,
Sometimes you gotta get your games and spaces at a premium. And
Also,
hell.
in his defense, a lot of games are mainly going digital, though.
yeah, which is its own
Unfortunately.
problem. But that's for a different time. If anything, I don't remember the last time I bought a game at full price. You guys know that website I used to get discounts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The discounts now reduce them to regular price.
Oh
What?
my God! You gotta be kidding me.
$70 to $80 games are here to stay, and we are paying the price for every single one of them.
Okay, but like you know how Switch games normally don't reduce in price?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are 2 games on Amazon that literally reduced price by half. I'm tempted to get them.
Oh shit!
It's the
How about
Yu-Gi-Oh one.
Oh,
And it is oh no, it's not. The other one is a PS5 one, but it's Sonic Shadow Generations.
Yeah.
To be fair,
And
though,
both
that
of them
one is
are
a
only $29.
re-release. To be fair, though, the Shadow one is basically an extension to a game that already existed. So it makes
Oh,
sense
I
that
know,
one will be a
but it
little
has
cheaper.
Shadow. But it has Shadow.
Yes, it
Shadow.
also has Keanu Reeves.
Also, we have someone else in the chat, Mr. Glanet on the chat. Welcome to the Black
Hello,
Files.
Mr.
We appreciate that. Mr. Glanet saying piracy is not a solution for online-only games relying on central servers. See, you're
right.
not wrong. But also,
But it
still,
is a symptom.
But also still, yo-ho. Listen.
No, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, piracy is not the ideal solution, but it has become the only solution because the companies want you to never play old games again if they can help it.
And TARDIS, Legend of Traveling TARDIS is over here trying to say that he's pitiful just because he still owns his original Nintendo Wii. Buddy, you could chill with that. We've got OG consoles over here
You
too.
still have yours.
Dude, we just played the N64
I
copy
got
of
my Wii.
Rubber on Saturday.
For real.
Yeah, man.
I got my original Wii somewhere.
On Los
collecting
Amigos Play,
dust.
we kind of pride ourselves to playing our games as much as possible on the original consoles for proper fidelity and originality on the fucking thing. Not as a gimmick.
We understand. It ain't perfect. Not perfect, but we make do with what we got here right now. And for this record, Stop Killing Games is offering a proper legal solution. They want to offer a movement where people are free to play games that normally are out of service without the aforementioned games just disappearing for the face of the earth. You know?
Right. Exactly. And let's even see what Stop Killing Games was looking to propose for these for the gaming industries over here, and see what kind of solutions they have. Also, Ulysses Fartknocker's in the chat. How's it going, Ulysses Fartknocker? Welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate you being here. And Ulysses, so you know, you are currently the front runner in our Save the Flock fundraiser. Because so far you've donated the most in our $200 goal. So make sure that you try to keep in touch with us, because if you do end up winning, then be sure to get in touch with us over here on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, and we'll put you in touch with K-Storm so that she can arrange to create your very own custom piece of artwork as your prize, as a thank you.
We sincerely appreciate your hard work and your efforts to keep us alive for 5 more seconds.
Yep, and when I say a custom piece of artwork, I mean it could be a painting. It could be a piece of resin trinket.
Shit.
It could be a thing of watercolor. Who knows? Depends on what you want.
Yep, let us know, and K-Storm will give you the hookup. So let's go ahead and quit burying the lead and actually go to StopKillingGames.com. Their website is very bare bones. They're not in for frills. It's very sweet, simple, to the point. They spell out their mission statement pretty succinctly. Stop Killing Games as a consumer movement started to challenge the legality of publishers destroying video games they have sold to customers. An increasing number of video games are sold effectively as goods with no stated expiration date, but designed to be completely unplayable as soon as support from the publisher ends. This practice is a form of planned obsolescence and is not only detrimental to customers, but makes preservation effectively impossible. Furthermore, the legality of this practice is largely untested in many countries. Over the past year, we have successfully escalated complaints on this problem to consumer agencies in France, Germany, Australia, and have brought forth petitions for new law on this problem to various countries. A list of the actions taken to date can be viewed here. As of 2025, most consumer action on this matter has concluded, and we are awaiting decisions on it from several governments. However, there are a few remaining avenues left where people can participate if they are eligible. So there's an open initiative for the European Union, so for European citizens here. This petition apparently closes on July 31st. The end of the month, July 31st here. And they're basically looking to collect the 1.4 million, the 1.4 or 1.5 million signatures, and so far they are at 1,294,876. So,
for the record, before this debacle happened, it was roughly about 600,000. Still a very impressive number, but not quite as big as the following events turned it into. We are about to witness a beautiful case of the Streisand effect hitting harder than, well, honestly, anything I've seen in a long time.
So, shall we talk about the self-appointed lolcow of this tale? Shall we?
Yes, and I can't believe I'm saying these lines again after all this time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Blizzard.
Oh my God.
Oh, Lord. But we, that means that you need to enjoy marshmallows for us then.
Okay, let me be fair for the sake of detail. Let's talk about former Blizzard, because the person responsible for this mess happening, he claimed to be a developer for them several years ago.
Oh.
Damn.
And is that not the most fitting example possible, that somebody working for that shit stain of a company would be 100% against good game preservation?
No, that tracks. That does make sense. Juan, what about you?
Juan went to get the fire for the marshmallows.
Oh, of course he is. Of course he is.
I mean, you can't enjoy a nice toasted marshmallow without the fire.
Fair. I respect the gumption. I respect the moxie.
You respect the
but
flame.
getting back to the subject, like, the culprit of all people, fucking Blizzard. Jesus, man.
A former Blizzard dev. He calls himself Thor in online, and his official name on YouTube is Pirate Software. But I don't respect him, so I'm just going to call him by his real name. His real name is Jason, by the way.
Of course it's a Jason.
Really?
Okay.
Of course it's a Jason.
Yeah, his real name is Jason, and I took the time to go back and look at his previous reputation, and he's been very 50-50. Turns out that even before this debacle, he was known for being an extremely egotistic and egocentric person, and how do I put this in delicate terms?
He seems to be
He
the
loves to
ideal
talk out of his
Blizzard
ass.
Employee.
Almost. He loves to talk out of his ass. Before we begin, allow me to offer a small amount of context. Do you guys know what World of Warcraft Classic does for a challenge?
What does it do?
It offers you permadeath. That's right. You can play the MMO, make a new character, and if you really want to challenge yourself, you do permadeath. One of the first controversies was the fact that he roached in a raid. Basically, things were looking bad for the team, and he bailed on them, causing 2 players to lose their characters and hundreds of hours of progress.
He
And the
pussied
worst
out.
part is,
Oh my
the
God!
worst part is,
he's the
this is
opposite
supposed
of
to be
Leroy
a-
Jenkins.
yeah,
He's the
this is supposed to be
anti-Leroy
a so-called
Jenkins.
pro player, by the way.
Oh my
So this
God.
was a fuck you, Jenkins.
Oh yeah, he's always been kind of a jackass, and predictably, when he was was called out on it, and he's like, take into account, he was very popular by then. He has like 2 million subscribers. He was very well known by that point. And when he was called out on it, he basically put his tail between his legs and blamed everybody but himself. And, well, you know how foreshadowing works. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's for cowards.
Of course.
Please, Mr. Arauz, proceed from here. I believe I've given enough context to the kind of individual we're going to be dealing with.
Oh, yeah, of course. I just need to turn the camera back on over here because it doesn't...
Take your time.
Like I said, it does. Sometimes this new little stopgap for the show is it doesn't want to cooperate. But yeah.
That's okay. While you're doing that, allow me to offer some more context. Would you like a few more reasons to hate this individual?
Well,
Please tell us.
Please tell us.
This person was also known for working on supposedly his own games, his own little MMO, and he's been hit several times with complaints that he spends more time streaming than actually developing the game. He's also known for the fact that previously he caused another game to be taken out of Steam because the game is like, it's a parody of streamers. You know, you can see several parodies of different streaming.
Yep.
And he
there's many of them like...
fun of him, and there wasn't anyone making fun of him.
No, they were not. They claimed that they were making a parody of him, but he was one of the few guys that didn't show up in the game.
He's that much of a bitch.
Yeah, and when the guy in charge of the game tried to talk him out of it, he just blocked him and ignored him.
Like a bitch.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, mind you, this was before the event with Stop Killing Games happened. So he was already a very divisive individual with his crappy-ass attitude and his massive Fabergé egg ego. And then he got bad.
I've actually got something over here from the Express Tribune, the Pakistani news website, and you're gonna think it's a little weird because the story date on it is set for tomorrow, July 10th. But then again, they're ahead of us in Pakistan.
Oh yeah.
So time difference or whatever. So this article, you're gonna love this. Coming in from the Express Tribune. Pirate Software loses 100,000 YouTube subscribers amid Stop Killing Games backlash.
Damn.
Wow.
Glorious karma.
Okay, number one, is this not the most punchable, I'm better than everyone and I know it, bitch-ass, internet boy, loser-ass face on the planet, or isn't it?
I don't want to judge by looks because I'm no prize myself, but sometimes the physiology just gives away the individual. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Like, okay, so and the fact that he's like apparently streaming more than developing the game, I'm getting Grum's vibes off of that guy because like Grum spends 99%
exactly like that.
It's like Grum's fucking spends his time bitching and complaining about wokeness all over his YouTube instead of making his video game Ember, so much so that that someone else made a video game named Ember and fucking published it on Steam before he did. It's like an idiot, and he can't do anything about it.
Man, what is it with all these former Blizzards and just proving their incompetence at every step? It just keeps happening for some reason.
Seriously, it's so weird. I don't know. That's so strange. I don't know why that happens. It's almost as if these people are completely inept and incompetent in their work. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. YouTuber Pirate Software. What's his fucking name again? Jason.
His name is Jason.
Yeah,
he calls himself Thor online, but I will not insult Thor by calling him by that.
Jason Hall. There you go. There's his name, Jason Hall. Let's see here. In less than 2 weeks, the channel has lost more than 100,000 subscribers, according to analytics from Social Blade. The fallout began after Ross Scott, the creator of the Stop Killing Games initiative, and he's also the head of the YouTube channel Accursed Farms. So hats off to you. Released a video titled The End of Stop Killing Games on June 23rd. In it, Scott accused Pirate Software, real name Jason Thorhall, of misrepresenting the SKG movement's purpose in a 2023 video. The public response was swift and severe. Between June 26th and July 9th, Pirate Software's channel dropped 110,000 subscribers with a peak daily loss of 20,000 on June 26. The number grows to 120,000 when accounting for the full 30-day range. During a July 4th Twitch stream, Hall addressed the controversy, revealing he had received death threats and had been swatted. He commented on the campaign's success by saying, quote, "I hope your initiative gets everything you asked for, but nothing but you wanted." What the fuck kind of asshole says that?
I hope you fail. That's all he's saying. He's literally saying, I hope you fail miserably because I hate you. For the record, when the first time he heard about the proposal, about the program, his response was incredibly acerbic and negative. He gave no reasons. He just became uncharacteristically angry and basically started saying, I don't care what this is. I hope this fails miserably. This is the worst thing I ever... He was acting like a skid out of the Angry Video Game Nerd, but like taken seriously.
Dear God. Who the
He was genuinely, like, incredibly, almost unninjously angry about the mere existence of this program, and people noticed and started asking questions. And the worst part is, when the guy in charge of the project of Stop Killing Games tried to reach out to him to have a discussion, he blocked him and deleted his comments too.
He blocked him too? What a
Yeah,
bitch.
he refuses to talk to anybody. He just basically said, no, this is the worst thing I ever seen. This is garbage. I hope he fails. I refuse to active. And the worst part is, because of his massive following at the time, if you ever looked up the project of Stop Killing Games, his videos were the first ones to show up. And as you can imagine, they were filled to the brim with misinformation.
Oh my God, Jesus. That is fucking horrible, dude. Like,
yeah.
Why, like, he's going out of his way to the thing is he's went out of his way to misrepresent what Stop Killing Games is about. And I do remember seeing, thanks to the Act Man himself, so shout out to Act Man, I do remember seeing how he was apparently, in his video responding about the SKG initiative, he was showing this exact same website. He was showing all the stuff that Stop Killing Games was proposing and the petition to the UK government, and he was intentionally saying the opposite of.
I believe we call that lying.
Like he specifically went along the lines of like, oh, that they're basically telling these publishers to perpetually support all these obscure old games forever and put themselves out of business in the name of gamers. Like, that is literally not what's happening with this shit at all.
One of the points, what they were proposing in the project was literally the opposite. It's just, don't just remove the game from existence. Give us the ability to make our own like servers for the damn thing. Right. Let us play the game, even if we're like, bro, please.
Like, fucking seriously. Like, it's not that big of an ask. It's not that much of a problem with fucking around with these maintaining video games over here. Real quick, also, Mr. Geek Me Out's in the chat. How's it going, Mr. Geek Me Out?
Thank you.
To Black Files. He's saying, I'm so excited to meet Fluffy at the Tampa Bay Comic-Con in August. Excellent, man. That's Gabriel Iglesias, right? I hope you get to see him and get his autograph. He seems like a cool dude.
Cool.
Yeah. So basically, the reason why Stop Killing Games had popped off even more now is apparently as a result of this bitch over here. This fucking bitch, a fucking Jason Hall, fucking like, isn't it fucking ironic? This guy calls himself Pirate Software. And he's actively advocating for no solution other and even not even advocating for pirating video game software.
Yeah.
It's like, irony does not exist for some fucking people. It's just,
I guarantee you he got that name specifically so his name will be the first that comes out in search results.
Also because it sounds cool.
Well, there's that too.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
God. Why does he sound like why does he seem like the fucking kind of like dumbass biatch kind of boy? Like, if he was in the con scene here 10 years ago, I guarantee you he would have been one of the guys who tried to pull off a convention just to try to say that he's a con owner to try to scam on chicks and deliver a South Florida Dash Con style disaster. That's the
Christ.
kind of bullshit I'm getting off of this boy.
That is ultra evil.
Yeah,
that is ultra evil, man. And I was going to say, before you mentioned that he gives off, like, try-hard vibes.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
I see it. I see it.
He's trying to go out of his way to be like a contrarian for the sake of it, or like he's going against something that's clearly a good thing, something that's clearly very popular and very good for gamers, something that he's claiming he is, just for the sake of being a contrarian.
By the way, this is a minor thing, but a lot of people are accusing him that apparently he also modulates his voice and he's trying to train himself to sound deeper than he actually is.
Ah,
Right? Wow.
Oh my god.
And I'm just sitting here like, pathetic.
Oh my god, are you serious?
I'm not serious. There's been a lot of people basically digging out, and there's evidence, flimsy or here and there, that he may be using both a trained method or a software to purposely make himself sound more deep so that the people take him more seriously. Well, buddy, they are taking you very, very seriously now. How does it feel?
Oh, yeah, no, he's being taken very seriously now. It's seriously fucking Duncan on his ass. America runs on Duncan, right? Let me fucking see here. Okay, who's that behind you, Juan? Oh, that was K-Storm. That's my wife, and that is the matriarch of the Ravens flock. She helps keep it held together when we're all chewing each other out and stuff. Let me see here. So the petition is about saving video games and preserving them. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty straightforward, Sarah Serenity. There's nothing wrong with that. Let me see here. Ulysses Fartknocker. I'd love it if they could also address games being changed or altered after release. That or DLCs being removed. Many pieces of DLC out there are now lost media. Yeah, like how we mentioned with Destiny, how like whole chunks of the story was fucking removed because why does it feel like Bungie is going through the same fucking strategy that the BBC had to go through in like the late 1960s, because a lot of their old programming, like the original first seasons of Doctor Who, apparently got taped over by the BBC.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they did.
So it feels like it's the same fucking thing that that Bungie's doing, except they're taking down server space from one expansion to make room for the other, and it's like, that's sort of dumb. Why would you do it that way? Why not? It like the least they could do is they could offer like instead of it being a playable mode, just like offer cutscenes only, or offer like observation of the storyline playthrough or whatever. That way it's less interaction required or something like that. I don't fucking know. I'm not a game developer.
Yeah, but that takes effort, and we're not doing that anymore. Effort is for punks who can afford it. Listen, I can waste my time preserving this game, or I can basically waste everybody else's time making another game that you're going to play for 3 months and then drop. You got to understand how the producers work, how the developers work, how the investors work, which boils down to the more people are playing the new thing, the more they are not playing. The more people are playing the old thing, that's less people playing the thing I wanted to play. Play my thing.
Well,
new thing
now. I feel like it. Don't shove it in my face, man. That new thing looks nice.
No, right in your face.
No, get it off of my face. I'm playing the old thing. I like the old thing. It's comforting. It helps me. It reminds me of my halcyon days of my youth.
No, you're only playing the new thing. We need to charge you for it. How are you going to... Listen, I can't have you guys not spending money on Overwatch 2, so we're just going to make Overwatch 1 cease to exist.
Oh my fucking god, that's actually what happened. Fucking hell.
I wish it wasn't the case. I wish it wasn't so evil and so blatant.
So fucking...
But that is exactly how it is.
It's cartoonish evil. It's cartoonishly evil and mean-spirited and dumb. It's just dumb. It's just very, very dumb business. What the fuck?
It is.
Oh, they have billions of dollars. They have money. They have the backing of some of the largest, most disgustingly bloated multinational technology corporations on the planet.
Juan,
you think
Juan, you don't get it. You don't get it, Juan.
What?
They don't care. They don't.
We need more money, though. What if we have more money? But what if we have just more money? What if we just have literally all the goddamn money in the world?
I think you might be onto something, Angel.
I wish that wasn't the case. I wish it wasn't so simple, but that is exactly how it is. And with the increasing, and it doesn't help that, once again, the companies invite their own destruction, because as the cost of the games increase, and good lord, they are increasing, the development cost increases even further. And if that increases, that means that the developers need to charge more to recoup the costs, which means that now the games are more expensive. But we're still selling you shitty DLC, cosmetic and otherwise. You better not complain about it. And everything is getting more expensive because they are terrified of making cheaper games. And it doesn't help that they will not make any new IPs because nobody wants to experiment, and because a single failure can basically sink your studio into the ground forever. Yeah,
What the fuck?
It's just bad
Bethesda
news
can
all around,
afford
no matter
one
which way you
game
slice
not
it.
doing all that well. I mean, they did that with Morrowind back in the day. It wasn't the biggest seller, but it was all right. They kept cranking them out.
It's times like this that I appreciate that I get to see documentaries, seeing how some of the best games are there. Like Halo 2 is considered one of the best games of all time. It's considered to be the best sequel ever. And then you watch a documentary from Bungie's developers and go, the development of that game was a fucking disaster. We had to cut so much content. Half of the story of the game wasn't even told in the actual game itself. Holy shit, I am never doing anything like that again.
Jesus fuck. Oh my
Wow.
No, I'm not telling you. The average game dev gets shit on relentlessly by the people they work for. And yeah, the old games, they don't want you to play the old games because that means you're not playing the new games.
They want you to spend.
Maybe I don't want to spend yet. Maybe
I
I'm not
can't spend.
ready
I'm
to
paying
spend.
bills, man. Maybe I'm paying bills. Maybe I don't want to spend.
Maybe I'm trying to save up to buy a car. Maybe I have an iron lung I have to pay down. Maybe, just maybe, I would like to leave behind some sort of inheritance for my children that isn't a piece of pocket lint.
What a nice time that would be with it. But no, you stop that right there.
Oh my lord! Like there's fucking it's fucking ridiculous how insane these how insane the fucking corpos are getting for this nonsense. I'm gonna get to an article that I got over here from Polygon in a second. Ulysses Fartknocker in the chat. Ulysses, yeah, he reminds me of a worse amazing atheist. Ha! That makes
That's a pretty low bar to clear to begin with. I gotta be honest with you.
Good point. Yeah. Let's see. Ross Scott also did the Freeman's Mind Machinima way back when, and is still doing it with Freeman's Mind 2. Seldom released, sadly, given how busy he is. That is actually pretty cool. Ulysses didn't know that. Sarah Serenity. So he's basically
cool.
a mommy's boy that was never told no and secretly wanted mommy's milk but couldn't get it. Actually, that fits. That tracks.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I also see where are they? Strugglers in the chat. Hey,
bro.
Welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate you joining us tonight. What's good, flockers? Corporations are crying, and I am here for it. The corpos are howling as if they've like the lion with the freaking, what is it? The splinter in his paw or whatever. Yeah, like fucking. Oh my lord! I can't believe this shit. Let's see, and Ulysses was saying the TLDR of Doctor Who is that the BBC taped over past recordings of all the black and white episodes. The only way they exist now is people who either recorded the broadcast or films BBC sent overseas. Bungie is probably about to lose that money from the plagiarism allegations with Marathon, LOL. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, let's not forget what they did with Marathon.
Oh god, you're right. I forgot about that.
For the record, Marathon was one of Bungie's oldest works and one of the few franchises that put them on the map to begin their game development thing to begin with.
It was Halo before Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, apparently they decided to take all that goodwill and flush it down the tube. Because
that's how we do it.
But parents buying kids with games, spoiled kids these days. Like Ben Cruz, like the thing is that the guy isn't even a kid; he's just a man child. He's a fucking little manlet loser, fucking pretending that he's bigger, hotter shit than he actually is. So let me actually.
That's pretty much what he's turned to, honestly.
God, I weep for our society if people like him are allowed to procreate. Ugh.
Oof.
Marathon was Mac's answer to Doom back in the 90s. Yes, that's exactly what it was, Ulysses. Thank you for that. Let me get to this Polygon article here so I can continue on the ball with this. So
Go for it.
this article came out on Monday, July 7th by Austin Manchester. Headline reads, "This is the ultimate rebuke of studios killing their online games. Stop Killing Games continues its fight for game preservation," by Austin Manchester. All right, so blah, blah, blah. Okay, all too often publishers pull the plug on video games, whether that means delisting them from digital storefronts or shutting multiplayer servers off. The Stop Killing Games movement, spearheaded by YouTuber Ross Scott, aka what's it called? Accused Farms or something. Sorry, blah, blah. My brain just imploded from the stupid. Is fighting against publishers killing their games, what it calls, quote, a radical assault on consumer rights and even the concept of ownership itself. Scott released an 11-minute video on Monday refuting arguments against the game preservation movement, and if you're at all invested in games preservation, it's well worth taking the time to watch. The Stop Killing Games movement began last year after Ubisoft shut down servers for The Crew, which it was ultimately sued for doing, rendering the game no longer playable. The movement has steadily grown since, with its European Citizens Initiative recently crossing the threshold of 1 million signatures, the minimum amount required for it to get a response from the European Commission. The SKG movement, quote, seeks to prevent the remote disabling of video games by the publishers before providing reasonable means to continue functioning of said video games without the involvement from the side of the publisher, according to its initiative page. Essentially, it wants to prevent future games from being killed without offline modes, like how Anthem will no longer be playable after its server gets shut down in January 2026. Video Games Europe, a lobbying group in the EU, recently responded to the moment in the exact way you'd expect, with bad faith arguments and corporate shilling. Quote, in effect, these proposals would curtail developer choice by making these video games prohibitively expensive to create, part of its statement reads. The group also published a 5-page paper detailing its position on why it's okay to deprive players of games they've purchased. Let me go ahead and fucking put the link on that for you fine folks at home to read on your own time, on your own dime. It's a PDF file, and it's... oh my god.
Yeah.
I ain't reading all that. Yeah.
Sorry for you, but I'm glad that it happened.
I'm sorry for you, or whatever, or I'm glad that happened. Or something. Yeah, no, but serious fuckingly, this is fucking gross. Why any sort of group would work on it this way is beyond me, but I suppose these fucking people, they are in the pockets of the video game corpos, so I suppose they're doing what they're paid for. Let's see. Scott published a video on Monday breaking down the rebuking the lobby's group's bad faith argument. Quote, they're ideologically opposed to us being able to retain our games, Scott says of the Video Games Europe and the industry at large. He takes issue with Video Games Europe's statement that, quote, the industry ensures that players are given a fair notice of the prospective changes in compliance with local consumer protection laws, arguing that this is a legal gray area and the less than 4 months of notice Ubisoft gave for The Crew may not be legal. As the SKG movement is forward-focused and looks to ensure future games are preserved, Scott takes issue with Video Games Europe's statement of, quote, private servers are not always a viable alternative option, arguing that it's unreasonable and obtuse to say future games can't be developed with private servers for a game end-of-life stage. He offered a suggestion for how end-user license agreements can be amended to ensure publishers aren't liable for any issues that arise from players continuing to use a game once the publisher has ended support. So, like, fucking, he's trying to work with you guys. He's trying to say, like, okay, fine. You don't want to be on the hook in case if something bananas or batshit happens when you've cut support from a game. How about we just put in a fucking line in the ELA of all these games, you know, the fucking, like, 99-page long fucking things that we don't read, and fucking include a line in there saying, if there's any activity happening online that's not supported by the publisher is not liable or legally responsible for any actions that happen in those online spaces. Fucking easy.
It's pretty simple, right?
Done. Fucking.
It ought to be simple.
Well, how dare you? We don't do simple here. We do we dare to be stupid here, sir.
Jesus, jumped up Christ, I don't get it. I honestly don't. It's so easy. Scott's whole rebuttal is worth watching as he continues to rebuke the industry's trend of killing off online games. Quote, remember, everything the lobby group is saying here is their excuse for taking away your purchase with no time frame given and destroying it forever, he says. The SKG movement's signature collection period ends on July 31st. Stop Killing Games is aiming for at least 1.4 million to protect against any number of signatures potentially getting invalidated. Read the movement's FAQ page for more details. Like, I'm fucking frustrated. Because it shouldn't be this much of an ask. It shouldn't require this much, like, toe twisting and fucking pleading, Oliver Twist, please, may I have some more? They shouldn't require this much fucking work for the corpos to fucking understand. I don't know.
The purpose of the system is what it does. And what it does is to make the old games go away so the new games can take over your time and space.
I don't want you to do that. Well,
They want to do that.
Well, if I did want to do that, I'll fucking decide to do that. You shouldn't be hinging your entire fucking operational business model on planned obsolescence like this. It's fucking ridiculous. It's barely
see, that's your
excusable
problem.
for hardware.
You are asking for choice, my man. You're not getting that. The whole point is to remove as much choice from you as possible. It's like, I was making fun of the bad guy of what's it called, Hi-Fi Rush, because his evil plan was basically brainwash people so they don't make any decisions except to buy my product. And I'm like, he was being nice.
Like, even that's fucking nice of him. Like, hey, like, fucking, like, he's not gonna use it to, like, get everyone to, like, enslave humanity. He's like, no, just buy my shit. Just buy my shit, that's it. And even that's, like, not too much to ask for. But
it is. How dare you? Are you asking... Gamer, did I just catch you having fun?
Ow, my baby! Yeah. I've got no fucking words, man. Let me see here.
I have many words, but I cannot tell them in public company. It'd be like illegal or something.
Right, see, like... Good grief. Oh my lord. Sarah Serendi, you're too much of a sweetheart, goddammit. She says, honestly, if I ever buy EA games, I'm giving the company to the Ravensflock, and I want to see it changed from EA to RFG Ravensflock games. Like,
Oh, shit.
all right, Angel.
Wouldn't that be nice?
All right, Angel, time for you to become what you've always hated this whole time. Become a corpo.
See, that would not be a good idea, because if I start making video games, I'll be like, how can I piss off the gamers as much as possible?
I know one way. I
would want to be Kojima, but I would just turn into Hoyo Tower and just start making the most fucked up thing you can possibly imagine.
No, yeah, Angel, I know how you can piss off the cosplayers.
How?
Make incredibly detailed,
extremely complex cosplay, like suits.
Hair to the point where they're like trying to figure out how the hell do I make this actually wearable.
Well, you see, first we began by making every single thread on the dress its own individual piece that we have to reprogram by hand.
And then when you actually have to like zoom in on a character going, where's this detail? I can't see it.
Here's the thing, color shifting here.
It's not enough that the player has to obtain it. No. That is not good enough. We have to make it so the player literally has to obtain the silkworms and collect the materials and then make the suit. And if they run out of time, I'm going to charge them for it.
Oh my lord, y'all are fucking...
Oh no, here's one more way you can piss them off.
How?
In every single different angle, the colors look different.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, that is such bullshit. Oh my lord. And Sarah also brought up, I still have my digital copy.
Or is it purple?
Oh, like, how does it change from, like, how am I supposed to have a fabric that shifts from orange to purple in different shadings? They're not even on the same...
Very carefully.
White in this direction.
Like, that's not how, like, that's not even chromatically possible. Why the fuck would you do it that way? Because fuck you.
Because I need to hurt people sometimes.
Detailed piece, but it's hidden below the hair, but when you move... it reveals a piece, so you can't really skip over that. It has to be perfect.
Asshole.
Oh, also, you make fetch quests. Gamers hate fetch quests.
And every fetch quest is also an escort quest.
For this one thing for 2 seconds, then I have to go all the way across the map. That's gonna take 5-minute cutscene.
I'm
Even
also going to
worse.
make it a mobile game and put like a random arbitrary time limit that will force you to run out of resources at the worst possible time.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And here's the kicker. Fetch quest, you have to go to the same place. But no, but you can't teleport there. So you have to run all the way across the map.
Pray return to the
Christ.
waking sands.
There you go.
Pray return to the
return to the
goddamn
waking
waking
sands.
sands
Oh my
for the 50th time in a row.
Pray
But
return
listen,
to the waking. Bitch, I was just there.
I was just
previous
fucking-
like developers making mistakes aside and previous horrible ideas that would get me killed in the middle of the night aside, what we're seeing here is the case of somebody who has worked for the industry one time and decided they were going to spend the rest of their life with his boot firmly lodged inside his throat. Because I cannot imagine any reason why anyone would want to go against preserving games. Especially considering that the game that he's working on is relatively indie, and if somebody decides to delist it for whatever reason, it will disappear from consciousness. Notice how nobody's talking about any games that Pirate Software is making? Exactly.
Yeah. No, it's like
I mean,
he's
I had an indie game that was from Kickstarter. They completely removed it.
Oh, what's his face?
He gone. He
also-
gone.
Also, what do you call it? Sarah Serendi also mentioned I still have my digital copy of Friday the 13th, even though it can only be played in offline mode and only with friends. Oh my god. Fuck, you're right.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad. Like one day our physical copies will cease to exist. It happens. They will decay. But at least that will happen because we still own them and they just die due to old age. It wouldn't happen because somebody pressed a button and the game doesn't work anymore.
It's literally because like it's literally just that's the dystopian ass future. You will own nothing and you will
be happy.
about it.
Well, you know what as many people have wisely said, if buying it isn't owning it, then pirating is not stealing.
Mm-hmm.
It's as if like you wanted a solution against pirating, and instead you gave us a million reasons to pirate even harder.
No, fuck yeah. Sorry, like now I'm gonna be pirating more at you. It's that fucking Michael Scott The Office gag on there.
You know what? I'm just gonna do it even more now.
Yeah, now I'm just gonna do it even more. Let me see here. Angel, Dark Souls, and Bloodborne already beat you to that.
Oh yeah, good point. Well, see, the problem is Dark Souls and Bloodborne are by far and in general good games. I'm not trying to make good games here. I'm trying to hurt people.
God damn it, Angel. Ulysses also said Xbox did a mass exodus of various 360 and OG Xbox games on their store a while back, including the original Fear, the best of the series.
Oh man, the
Still
original Fear.
It's still playable if you bought it, but you can't now. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Like, at least, like, one thing that you could say is that fucking, like, some of these storefronts for, like the Xbox store and shit, some of the times what they do is that they fucking, cycle through the availability of the games. Like, where it's like, okay, for a limited time, it'll be available back in stock for you to digitally own and digitally purchase. Like, it's not like there's some games that they know are so fucking popular that they just like cycle them in and out of rotation. You know, sort of like the way you would with fucking this is the dumbest fucking example. The way people cycle through the McRib or like pumpkin spice lattes or whatever the fuck. You know? It's like you get it's like a seasonal fucking thing. You could still do that with some like you can call them like your legendary collections or your vintage collections and shit, and people will go for it. And if you show it like, oh hey, I'll fucking buy it at whatever price they slap on it, and if they put in like an artificial fucking discounted price on it, they'll still buy it because of the like, oh well, it may not be available to purchase digitally for a limited time, so fucking get this vintage game while you can. Like, see, there's another fucking thing for them. Jesus Christ, it's not as if it's that difficult for them. All they would need to
You
do
would
is
think so, right?
all they would need to do
Well-
is keep the master operation files for the download of these games available on their own physical copies that they would have in their at their server headquarters, and every now and then or whatever, fucking swap them in and out, like the way you would with like a fucking DVD or a video cassette or some shit.
You would think
I
so.
oversimplifying? Am I terribly incorrect? I probably am.
No, you are making perfect sense, my friend, and that is why it's not going to happen. Because you're making sense. You cut that shit out right now. How dare you? Are you asking these developers to make sensible choices that actually help people in any way, shape, or form? No. We don't do that around. We don't do that.
If it
around
doesn't
here.
get them more money, then
It does get them more money. By
Well, it's
Yeah,
not
but
enough.
they don't, yeah, but Juan, they're not in the business of helping people. They're in the business of helping themselves.
Exactly. See, you
Mhm.
understand. It's not a matter. You're asking for a reasonable solution, but when your reasonable solution involves people spending less money, then that's not going to happen. How dare you not spend more money? Are you crazy? Do you have any idea how much more money we could be making right now in the time it took to make this conversation? And of course, it doesn't help that the majority of the clients are still paying for this shit.
Haven't you guys ever heard of less is more?
I have. That's why I'm buying less games now.
How about you, Jose?
I'm still playing games, mind you, but I'm buying less games right now.
How about you, Jose? You know about less is more, right?
Well, yeah, of course. I don't buy games as much as much as I want to, and now I don't feel the need to buy so many games. Like the last game I purchased was Sonic Frontiers, and I only paid like less than $20 for it.
It was a pretty fun game.
and now you can get it for free on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, see? Yeah, it doesn't help that they are making those special deal shenanigans with the subscription services that are so much more like tempting than just buying the game outright. It makes it not worth it. It genuinely makes the whole process not worth it.
I mean, and the collection things you are able to get older games.
Yep. Classic
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
What's so bad about that? I don't fucking...
It's not. You're not paying $70 for it. That's it. Are you paying $80? Great. Are you paying 70? Still great. Are you paying less than that? We got a problem.
No!
The stockholders won't like that, and I for once don't fancy seeing another horse head on my bed at 5 a.m.
No! Fucking hell!
Gold ship, no!
Angel, for
Yeah, we all
you've
know
got
that
goats and horses
We don't
all
know
up in
who
there?
runs the corporations. It's the stockholders. You got to make them happy. If they're not happy, then we're in trouble.
Money.
If they're not happy, someone's getting fired, and by someone, I mean a bunch of programmers that had nothing to do with this event.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Which is sad.
I think when I get to Congress, I'm gonna draw up some legislation to protect that shit over here for us. And
No, I want you to go full corrupt and just start assassinating people.
No, I'm not gonna.
My
fucking do that.
God.
Oh my God! No, Angel, stop it. No,
Just start assassinating people, bro.
Juan,
not gonna do
Angel,
that.
I don't think we're ready. Angel, I don't think we're ready for opposite Juan.
I am always ready for opposite Juan. I am always ready to see the allure of power destroy your life.
Well, here's the thing, Angel. I don't have.
I love
doesn't
that
happen
shit.
To me. That doesn't. happen to
Fine,
me.
you and your morality.
Yeah, that thing that you claim I don't have, even though I do.
Fucking morals getting in the way of the good shit.
I can have
I
the
swear.
good shit and my morals. It's just,
Nah.
my definition of the good shit is clearly better than yours.
No, you can be a hero or you can save the world. You don't get to do both. Not anymore.
Yes, I can. You see this?
Not anymore.
You see this? This is a ruler. Yes.
What about the ruler?
It's this ruler is my morality. This ruler is also very, very, very fucking flipsy. It's very bendable. It's very flexible. But when I need to use the ruler, it's still fucking straight as shit when I need to use it. There are
I'm
lines-
still straight edge like CM Punk.
Exactly. All right? I may be a fucking nutball, but I've got standards. Both US
Professionals
standard
have standards.
and metric. All right?
Be polite. Be efficient. Have a plan to kill everyone you meet.
Well, that's one way of wording it, I suppose. Fucking hell. No. Like, and you mentioned what's his face, the Minecraft gamer who came out with all this and gave his 2 cents on it. I'm not gonna go through the whole article, but I will link this article from comicbook.com that basically spells all this out for us, so that if anyone wanted to actually get his whole take in one shot, they could do so. And also in the chat, I'm buying each. Let's see, Ulysses Fartknocker. If you're not making all the money all the time, what's the point?
Yeah, that's how they work.
It's physically impossible.
Yeah, that's the point. They squeeze out as much as they can, and when they realize, well, that's as far as it can go, drop it. We move on to something else.
Oh my god, it's like, see, this is why late stage capitalism is a fucking trap. It's bullshit. It doesn't work. It's clear.
The same way that communism turns into like fascism with a coat of paint, late stage capitalism just turns into corporatism with a coat of paint.
Ugh.
It always gets to this insane stream where nobody's happy, ever.
And that's because we have selfish dipshits in places of power instead of people who are, like, fucking principled. People who know when to stay straight and when to be flexible. Like me. Fucking hell. Also, Emily Morse in the chat. How's it going? Emily Morse, welcome to the Black Files, and thank you so much for having been an inner flocker for 30 months!
Woo, nice!
Thank you so much for that. Unbelievable. Over 2 years. I can't believe that. Thank you. Hey, y'all, always lurking. It's been a while since I've commented. Love you guys. We appreciate the love and support here, Emily Morse.
Aww,
thank you for continuing to be an inner flocker. And Sarah Serendi's got to run. She's got to get up early as fuck in the morning. Good night, everybody. Good night, Sarah Serendi.
Like me.
Yeah, same as Dragon Fang. You got to go to bed soon, too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Understandable. But thank you for joining us all the same. We appreciate you. And I would like to actually, since we're giving thanks, you know who I want to give thanks to?
Who?
I want to give thanks to Pirate Software. Because in his infinite ego, and yes, the dumbass is already acting like his words and the publicity that this gaming was all as planned. In his infinite arrogance, this absolute douche nozzle basically decided to attack a perfectly good, 100% harmless project to protect something beautiful to us, the games. And as a result, he put more eyes on it than anyone else. The petitions went from 600K to almost 1 million, and it already passed 1 million. And once again, because this dude simply did not want to admit he was wrong. This is all born out of a desperate desire to admit, no, I am not wrong. I cannot be wrong. Stop telling me I'm wrong.
In fact, he's also wrong.
So it's official. What's his face? Jason Hall, congratulations. You played yourself.
Congratulations. You play yourself.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations.
It's not coming up Jason House right now.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Fucking dope.
Now charge him a DLC for all those congratulations. He earned them.
Seriously, I fucking would if I could. I can't see why anyone would have any sort of issue with this shit, but apparently he fucking does. Apparently he decided to, I even fucking got a notification from someone else fucking putting up an article, putting up a YouTube video about Pirate Software losing 100,000 subscribers, so, go fucking figure. So yeah, we're not the only ones dunking on his ass tonight, so...
Even our boy Charlie was talking about it.
Oh, really? What's his face?
Yeah, Moist Critical.
Yeah, Moist Critical, yeah. So
he's like, I came out of the internet 5 minutes ago because I was just going camping and I did not realize this guy was going to do something so incredibly stupid. I am incredibly happy he did, specifically so he could do something that stupid.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say. See ya. Click. Fucking hell. Thank you, Charlie. Holy shit.
I know. Good job, Charles. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it. We should hang out sometime. Fucking seriously. Oh, God. And he is local. He's a Tampa local, too, because...
That's right. Yeah. I run the risk of running into Charlie at one point in my life. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that.
I am. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm always ready. Yeah.
You are always ready.
Yeah, for real.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and have us call it a little earlier because I know Dragon Fang's gotta hit the hay, and I'm pretty sure I've already exhausted as much steam out of this story as we can tonight. If for any flockers, if you guys live in Europe, for the love of God, go to stopkillinggames.com right now. Fill out their EU petition. For the love of God and all that's holy, get this done. Help these folks out. It's up to you. The peoples, the gamers, must stand united, or we shall.
You
all
have the
fall.
power.
Exactly.
Yes.
Let me see here. Ulysses saying, I wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't surprise me if he tries to spin himself as a necessary villain to help Ross.
He already did.
Wasn't a bad plan, but he Shatnered it up too much.
Oh no, he literally is already trying to play the part of, oh, you don't understand. If it wasn't for me, this would not get as big as it was. You guys actually owe me gratitude because yappity yap.
Oh my God, get.
Oh yeah, no,
yourself.
it be like that. It really do be like that.
Given out, oh, dude, Jesus, Ulysses, goddamn it. He's saying, given how short Charlie is, you probably would literally run into him if you weren't paying attention.
Oh shit! I forgot. Charlie's like 5'6" or something.
Yeah, he's a beefy manlet. He's very fit. He's very tight, but he's like comic accurate sized Wolverine.
That works.
X-Men United. Yes, exactly, Matthew Coburn. That's exactly it. Let's see here. And yeah, Charlie's great. You're right, Emily and Morse. He is.
Charlie's just a cool guy.
He really is. He's a really cool dude, and I would be honored if we at the Ravens Flock could meet him sometime, or just shake his hand, or fucking crash his stream sometime, just because that'd be fucking funny. But yeah, please, folks, if you have friends who are gamers in the European Union, you guys have until July 31st, till the end of this month, in order to get as many signatures on this as possible filled out. They're literally only asking for another 100,000 signatures, considering that they already hit their 1.2 million mark, almost 1.3 million mark. So that's fucking insane. So you guys gotta, put the pedal to the metal and help out, because this is definitely worthwhile. Another thing that's worthwhile is, like I mentioned earlier, helping save the Ravens Flock by supporting us over here. If by sending us a super chat or a super sticker, you can donate to us on our Cash App. I'm gonna go ahead and put the tiny URL right now for our tip jar. Give me a second over here. Okay, Jesus Christ. Stop it. Stop it. Not Tiny Rule. God dang it. I hate typing while trying not to type. Okay, there. Let me see. Let me open that up. Make sure it goes to the right spot. Yep, there it goes. Yay. All right, so yeah, tinyurl.com/tiptrf. That is our PayPal tip jar. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that's in here. I want you guys to, so if you're not a Cash App person, you could do it through our PayPal tip jar, or you could do it, like I said, on Cash App, or through our Super Chat and Super Thanks over here. We appreciate it a lot. And whoever donates most of our $200 goal will receive custom artwork courtesy of K-Storm Cosplay herself. So if you're able to, is within your means, or if you just want a piece of cool art, help us out, because like I mentioned, if you noticed earlier tonight, the main camera over here glitched out like twice, I think 3 times over here, and I had to turn it off and back on to get it to work again. So this stopgap is literally already breaking down before our very eyes, and I don't fucking like that at all. So if you'd be so kind, it would help us immensely, and it would go a long ways towards saving the Ravens Flock from another fucking hiatus. So Jose, Angel, Zayana, Dragonfang, let's go ahead and get your final thoughts on everything here. Ladies, Zayana, Dragonfang, let's start with you first. Your final thoughts on this entire movement, this entire initiative to stop killing games, and if you've got any other original ideas on how these initiatives can help out. Like spitball it, freaking brainstorm, now's the time.
I think that it's a good movement because we have already seen so many games
Go down the toilet.
lost to the time and everything. And we're just talking about normal games from the old consoles, not even counting all of the digital games that are pulled and then never seen the light of day. And we already talked about the Destiny, because this played the first Destiny. I've never played it. So it's like it's insane because
You know, I remember what it was to play the tutorial for the first game all those years ago, and then playing Destiny 2's tutorial. I remember some. I remember as the angel, and he's like, "What?"
Yep.
but yeah, like you can compare it to lost media. Like we have so many um cartoons and all this and from way back, which we barely have any coverage of. I mean, I'm gonna show my age here. If anyone remembers Rainbow Bright, you
I
barely
do, in
can
fact.
find that.
The movie was the first part of the
You
cartoon
only
that I
find
ever
that
saw in
on
Cuba.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Barely.
The original Princess Guinevere and the Jewel Riders.
That's on VHS.
Oh my
Lord.
lord.
Only VHS. So it's like basically it's weird that games are now also becoming lost media, just like a lot of these VHS tapes and all these old games and everything. So honestly, we need to do something about that while we
We need to
can.
preserve them.
Yeah, because we even have like Wayback Machine for old websites and stuff that are no longer exist. So the fact that people are really taking initiative to try and save these games before it's too late, it's good. If we were in the EU, I totally throw my signature on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely spread the word. And for God's sake, save all of these amazing games before they're just a memory lost in the wind,
Can't have
drifting
that.
by,
You mean dust in the wind?
only to be forgotten. Yeah, it's
All we
depressing.
are is dust in the wind.
Oh my God.
You're right. All
So
right.
sad. So sad.
No, you're right, and it's important that we bust our butts to make sure that this happens not only not only internationally but here at home as well. You're absolutely right about that, ladies. All right, Angel, your final thoughts on the Stop Killing Games movement, and by all means, please tell us what we can look forward to on this week's edition of Los Amigos Play.
My thoughts are pretty simple. I hope it succeeds. I hope it succeeds beyond everybody's wildest possible imagination. I hope it gets all the love and the joy that it needs, specifically because I want these people to receive exactly what they deserve. Like, I cannot imagine a more fitting and like better return to form than these projects succeeding and the very people who call like shenanigans on them eating enormous quantities of shit. That is what I want. I want them to suffer for what they did. I want them to genuinely see spectacular success because this is genuinely something that helps the customer. And you know what? The customer is, at the end of the day, the one that makes this machine roll. And we are the little guy that is getting a little too flicked over here. If anybody deserves a break after all this mess, it's us. Because now that the ceiling is broken, the final oppressed communities can rise, including the most oppressed one of them all, gamers.
We appreciate that, Angel, and I know exactly how you feel over here. Real quick, I do want to give another shout out to Emily Morse for her $5 donation to our
well, thank you.
to our tip jar here. So thank you so much, Emily Morse.
We much appreciate
keep it going,
it.
guys.
Thank you.
Keep it up, guys. Thank you very much. You've joined in the fight to help save the Ravens flock here, and we appreciate that immensely over here. Angel, why don't you go ahead and let us know what we could expect on this week's edition of Los Amigos Play?
Why, quite simply, next time we are finally back once more in the most depressing stealth game in the world. As with Mr. Arouse, we hold the controller and we engage in shenanigans as we continue with the latest and possibly the last one of the Metal Gear Solid, well, modern Metal Gear Solid trilogy, quadrology, quintology, sextology, it just keeps going for some reason. Metal Gear 4, Guns of the Patriots.
Metal Gear
will
Solid
once again,
4.
Metal Gear Solid 4. Guns of the Patriots will return once more. We play as the oldest, angriest grandpa that ever grandpa and elderly angry. And he was complaining about the iPods and the kids and the nose piercings and the rap musics. And then we went to the jungle.
He's got an iPod. Remember?
Yeah, no,
He
he's got
complains about the eggs.
He
Oh,
complains
man,
about everything.
Angel, does that mean I have to take my ball and go home?
I'm sorry, Joe. Remember how I said that this was actually a shout out to Jesus?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out that since you're manipulating balls, part 7 of JoJo is actually all about knowing how to use the spin, a mysterious form of exercise that produces more energy than you use to spin the ball. So you're actually using the spin from JoJo. So I'm sorry to say, Joe, that this entire time, it was a JoJo reference.
Oh my God.
You think I'm kidding, but I'm not. There is an actual martial art in JoJo Part 7 called the spin, which makes it so if you understand the golden ratio perfectly, you can spin the ball in a way that it produces more energy than it consumes to spin it. So you basically get a super bullet in your finger that you can use to do all sorts of crazy shit.
Oh my God.
It starts by making your horse go faster, and it ends with you using the very centrifugal force of the spin to brush your teeth.
Oh my fucking Lord, I give up with you. Where did this come from? This has
JoJo,
nothing to do
Part
with anything.
7.
Fucking whatever. But seriously, Angel, thank you for that. Oh my fucking Lord. Before I get to you, Jose, Ulysses in the chat, some of the last chats here. Remember Muppet Babies? That only had home VHS releases. The show is a legal
Holy
nightmare
shit,
from
I
all
remember
the licensed
Muppet
footage
Babies.
they used. They had a freaking Star Wars themed episode. Yeah, fucking Muppet Babies. There's no fucking way to try to see that without it being a catastrophe.
I still remember that show because there was like a little gag where Gonzo is like, I invented a rock band, and there's just a bunch of stones surrounding the instruments, and they go, where's the rest of the band? And he goes, this is the rest. What do you think it's called? Rock.
Yeah. God damn it. Ladies and gentlemen, Gonzo the Great, everybody. Fucking hell.
Hey, Gonzo the Great is fucking awesome.
Of course he's
Gonzo's
awesome.
pretty sick. I love the fact how in the movie they just kept on went, yeah, we don't know what animal he is. Fuck it, he's an alien.
Yeah, fuck it. Like, let's not even bother
Only
anymore.
Gon-
Okay, he's an alien.
Only Gonzo is brave enough to get fired out of a cannon while the song "Learn to Fly" by Foo Fighters is playing.
Exactly. Like, no sense of irony from these guys at all. Matthew Coburn throwing hearts emojis here. Let's see. Watching his reviews of adult diapers did it for me, said Emily Morse. Wait, what the hell? Wait, Moist
I'm sorry,
Critical?
he's what of
Wait,
what?
Moist Critical did reviews on adult diapers? What?
Say what?
Okay, but why though?
You know, I don't think I want to know. And Emily Morse also said, I swear I'm going to get my coworkers to subscribe. They would love you guys. Yes, please.
Ah,
tell
thanks,
them.
bruh.
Tell your friends, tell more coworkers about us.
Yes, for the love
Much
of-
appreciated. Thank you so much.
We appreciate it. Thank you. And Jose, go ahead and give us your final thoughts here and let us know what we can expect on tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind.
All right. I think it's pretty unanimous. I want this initiative to I want these guys to succeed as well, because like as customers, as gamers, like these corporations like are forced are shoving down our throats to buy these new games and spend crazy amounts of money on them, while also purging a lot of their older games that they have sold in the past. Like, dude, that's fucking awful. Like that's pretty much erasing history, because it's video game history. It's video games of past generations that we grew up with.
Erasing their own legacy.
Exactly.
Erasing your own legacy, man. Like you're pretty much purging yourself. You're taking a knife and you're pretty much stabbing yourself without killing yourself.
Cutting off my nose to spite my face type of beat.
Thank you. Yes. Oh my God. Thank you, Angel. Thank you. Edrigan is awesome. But anyways, but getting back to the point, yeah, no, I want this fire to fucking burn. I want the initiative to succeed, and I want the gamers to get exactly what they're fighting for, and make their noises heard. Like, make it heard around the world, because
Their
the corpos.
noises? Not their voices?
Yes.
They want their noises heard.
Voices.
All right,
The voices,
everybody
the
make a weird
noises.
noise. I don't fucking
I'm gonna say it's gonna be like that Ace Ventura clip. We're just talking with my ass.
Oh my God.
Give me 5
Listen,
minutes.
Angel, please keep your ass in your pants. The world is not ready for that.
Fine, Dad.
Oh my lord.
But my point is that I want them to succeed, and I want the corpos to fucking like buckle under pressure and fucking like submit to the people, to the customers. They answer to the customers because the customers are paying their hard-earned money for these games.
Yeah, like like I'm pretty certain it's gonna be impossible, but the idea of a general order like gaming strike would be insane as a response.
Why the fuck not? We've had like in the past year or two or past couple of years, we've had I don't know how many strikes, and admittedly, okay, the batting average is not exactly satisfactory. Like only a few of those strikes actually succeeded and got results. But the point is that
it forces them to come to the table.
Exactly.
All right, no, right on. Like I'm pretty sure that would be a banana balls batshit crazy idea, but if anyone can fucking pull it off, it would be the gamers. Like, imagine.
Yeah, the only thing I would say about the gamers is that, like, dude, if you're gonna strike, don't be lazy about it. Like the people who are fucking boycotting Reddit.
Yeah, or the ones that claim they were not gonna buy a Switch 2 and then they bought a Switch 2 anyway.
Oh,
I'm looking at you, Murahar.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
My
the amount of
goals
people
failed
who
me
say,
this day.
I don't want to stand for that. We have to stand strong. And then the moment the camera's off, I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah,
it's all about them clicks, baby. It's all about them clicks.
Yeah, you flip-floppy motherfuckers. You know who you are. But that being said, for tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind, which is every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern right here on YouTube and Kick, join me and my tag partner, Mr. Juan Arouse.
Don't touch me.
As I'm not near you.
Yeah,
dude,
you're touching him with your eyeballs.
I think you have a problem.
Maybe.
Like, I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
Join us as we review 3 of the most exciting pro wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be reviewing the go-home show for WWE, NXT, and AEW Dynamite because this weekend is going to be a jam-packed weekend of non-stop wrestling.
You mean total non-stop wrestling?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like, I'm not kidding. There's a wrestling event Friday night. There's 2 wrestling events Saturday. 3 wrestling events happening on Saturday. And there's also one wrestling event happening on Sunday, the all-women's pay-per-view event called WWE's Evolution.
So it's all ladies Sadie Hawkins dance in my khaki pants style, starlighting and that shit. All right. Badass.
Well, when you say it like that, it just sounds incredibly stupid.
I say a lot of things that sound incredibly stupid. That doesn't mean I'm wrong. But all right.
But we'll have more to discuss tomorrow. Juan, passing the ball back to you.
Appreciate it, Jose. Thank you very much. And yeah, no, folks, like the only thing that I can imagine would be like, okay, if there would be any sort of call to action, should there be no discernible results from this massive petition movement to go to the EU and to go to these world governments here, there would have to be some sort of online gaming strike, although I doubt that that's possible, only because the gamer community is so dysfunctional. I mean, for crying out loud, we have Angel Mendez.
Hi, I exist. This was a problem.
I rest my case.
I'm a survivor. What a dying breed.
No, it's gonna be. It would be difficult to try to organize anything like that, but wouldn't be impossible. Let me put it this way: there's folks who have been swearing up and down that they're not going to participate in Amazon Prime Week or Prime sales or whatever for this weekend happening through to the 13th. And while there's still people shopping on Amazon, it's apparently been reported that it's their lowest selling Prime Week of all time. So it's there, it's doable. There is enough initiative, there is enough pissed off people who are willing to do this shit. And there went the camera again. You see what I mean here, folks? Give me a minute. This is why we need to save the Ravens flock, for fuck's sake.
Okay, you guys are gonna hate me then.
Because you got yours with Amazon Prime, didn't you?
In my defense, they were birthday presents.
That's the way we gotta do it. Guys, grab the guns. We gotta execute one of our own.
It was
It was
the only thing is I have not bought things on there for a while, but they were birthday presents that I couldn't find anywhere else. So
If it's any consolation, one good thing came out of the Amazon Prime thing this week.
what?
Hey, what's that?
The first episode of Panty and Stocking Season 2.
Yay!
What? It's
Yeah.
already out?
It's out today, and no spoilers, they started exactly from when they left off.
Oh,
Literally
shit.
from the ending of Season 1, it just started like, oh shit, we're doing this.
Oh, shit! You're kidding!
Yay!
You are so kidding. Oh my god. Okay, cool.
No jokes,
we are so
just
back.
pure shenanigans.
All right. I can live with that. Fucking hell. Okay. You said it's on Prime Video?
Yes.
Apparently, it is on Prime Video. I swear to God, if they try to Crunchyroll this shit, I will kill
Oh,
somebody.
they better not try to Crunchyroll this shit.
Hang
I
on,
swear to
let me
fucking
look.
God.
What are the episodes? Show me the episode. I don't want to download the episode. There's the episode. I only see one episode. Where's the other ones? I swear to God. I got to swear. Well,
Now,
I'll find out
hang
what
on
the
a
hell it
minute,
is. and
Eagle.
I'll
I
send you the
think what
link.
they're doing is that they're going to be releasing an episode every week.
Well, yeah, no, but I'm just seeing Season 1. I could have sworn they had Season 2 in here. Give me a minute.
Yeah, English dub to
Oh,
premiere on Prime Video Wednesday,
okay.
July 9th.
All right.
Yeah. Ah, shit. All right, cool. Okay, thank you for that. Well, you're
Amazon
well,
Prime Video. The English dub is scheduled to premiere on Wednesday, July 9th. Okay, so yeah, that came out today.
Today.
Where the fuck is it?
All right, right.
Come on, Jeff Bezos, you greedy fuck. Show me where the good shit is.
All right, right on, man. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make sure to watch that. I got no reason not to, but still, like the point is, there are enough people who are clearly pissed off at the video game industry who are willing to take some kind of action. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of the right incentive and the right initiative. So the only recommendation that I would make is that should the Stop Killing Games initiative fall short, or if we're not seeing anything actionable come from it, then the next step would be direct action by the consumers, where it would be like PSN, make it dead. Xbox
Oh, wait, no,
Live,
never mind.
make
I'm
it-
sorry. I messed up. It is the second episode. They call it Season 1, but it's just Season 2.
Ah, okay. All right, I get it. So yeah, like Nintendo Online, fucking dead if it wasn't dead already. Steam, fucking make that dead, for like a couple of days or whatever. If gamers could have enough discipline to do that, do it for like 24 hours straight, 48 hours if you're feeling froggy, and that would make these companies explode. It would make their heads pop. Like, wait, what the fuck? Yeah,
It's amazing how these massive conglomerates depend on a steady amount of income, and if you stop the river for like 1 week, all the beavers just kill themselves.
Yeah. Kind of fucked up and macabre way of putting it, but you're not wrong. And
No, seriously, we had a previous example. Remember Helldivers?
oh yes, of course, the bit with
People
the
stopped playing them until they rolled back the changes because they nerfed all the weapons.
You're
And
right.
recently,
Literally,
the vast
democracy
majority,
actually worked.
yeah,
right.
and the vast majority of countries that were blocked can now play the game now.
You're right. So democracy does work. So yeah, fucking.
It does.
So
We
fucking
just have
let's make it
to
happen.
manage it.
Yeah, this is how you manage democracy. You manage it by having the people manage their shit. So gamers get to managing. Dumbass. I don't know, fucking know. Actually, no, the only dumbass is really Pirate Software because he's a fucking dope.
Yes, and I am ever thankful because his dumbassery has resulted in this project getting more fame than anyone ever expected. You were right. You know what we needed for this? We needed a villain.
Yeah, and he provided one, so thanks. You get 0 points. Congratulations.
You get a gold star from Made Guy for
Congratulations.
being a participant.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and you better believe, however, this winding story in the world of video games or any other hard-hitting story in the world of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between, however it ends up turning up, you better believe that we'll cover it right here on this show, the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens flock, The Black Files, hosted by yours truly, Juan Arouse. Be sure to request access as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button. And until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to subscribe and ring that notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Blackfiles, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravensflock. Rose Castle, Agent Man, Casino, Rose Cosplay, Drag Fan, Cosplay, K-Sword Cosplay. I am Juan Rouse. This has been the Black Files, and we